Uvaženi gledalci, dobro večer. Pratite Atlas VIP. Ja sam Milica Minić, a gost naše kuće je ambasador Grčke Ilias Fotopoulos. Ambassador, good evening and of course, welcome.
Good evening and thank you very much for the invitation.
It's our pleasure. Postoji više razloga zbog kojih smo upravo ambasadora Grčke zvali u goste, a ključni je taj što je Grčka preuzela predsjedavanje Evropskom unijom. Prije razgovora sa ambasadorom predlažem da pogledamo kratak pregled onoga što je Crna Gora odradila na putu ka članstvu u Evropskoj uniji.
Za Crnom Gorom je uspješna godina na planu evropskih integracija. Naša država je krajem godine na međuvladinoj konferenciji u Briselu otvorila pregovore u okviru 5 poglavlja. Uz poglavlje 23, pravosuđe i temeljna prava i 24, pravda, sloboda i sigurnost, Crna Gora je otvorila i poglavlja 5, javne nabavke, 6, privredno pravo i 20, preduzetništvo i industrijska politika. Najvažnija poglavlja 23 i 24 bit će otvorena do kraja pregovaračkog procesa. Prvi od testova koje će država morati da položi je rasvjetljavanje napada na sedmu silu. Tim povodom je na inicijativu ministra unutrašnjih poslova Raška Konjevića vlada usvojila odluku o obrazovanju Komisije za praćenje postupanja nadležnih organa u istragama starih i nedavnih slučajeva prijetnji i nasilja nad novinarima i ubistava i imenovala 11 članova. Prioritet ostaje i borba protiv korupcije i organizovanog kriminala. Grčka, koja je preuzela predsjedavanje Evropskom unijom od Litvanije, najavila je da će prioritet biti prije svega rješavanje ekonomskih problema sa kojima se suočava Unija, dalje integracija i stabilnost eurozone, migracije i zaštita granica. Atina je najavila da će raditi i na proširenju, što je posebno značajno za Crnu Goru.
Sve to imamo priliku da provjerimo uživo na Atlas televiziji. Podsjećam, naš gost, grčki ambasador. So, Ambassador, Greece will hold the presidency of the European Union in the first half of 2014. What is going to be focus of your work and what did you emphasize as priorities?
First of all, I would like to say that the recent years, European Union was in a kind of turbulences. And our presidency will try to target in 4 different fields. The first priority of the Greek presidency will be growth, jobs, and cohesion. The second priority will be further integration of European Union, Eurozone. The third priority, migration, borders, and mobility. And the last, but not least, maritime policies, a thematic that will run horizontally through the presidency's priorities. I have to add also something else. Regarding the enlargement of European Union, we will continue our policy to support the process, especially for Western Balkans. This is something that I would like to clarify.
Which is crucial for Montenegro.
Not only for Montenegro, for all Western Balkans, I can say. It's Greece support all the countries of the Western Balkans in the process of joining European Union and also NATO. It is something, it's our policy and we will continue this policy. So these are the priorities of Greece. I'm sure that we are targeting, you know, to a Europe that will have the power and the possibility to go further. First of all, the most important is the process for growth, the process to create jobs. We saw the last years a kind of recession, unemployment affecting the youth population in many European countries, many members of European Union. So we are targeting, you know, without leaving aside the fiscal stability of European Union. This is also very important for us, but we will targeting to mechanisms that they will help enterprises, more or less the medium-sized, small and medium-sized enterprises, because we believe that this will give a step for European Union to go forward, to create jobs, to create growth. This is necessary for this common market economy. And from the other side, we will target to migration. Migration is something that flows in European Union and affects. So we will try to have and affects especially countries that they have external borders in European Union. This is very important. So we will try to promote policies that they will combine the problem, and after we will see how we will handle it. And also we will try to give a push-up in a common maritime policy. This is very important for Greece, and I believe this is also very important for European Union.
In this region, we can witness lively debate regarding the process you've mentioned.
Yes.
I refer to enlargement.
Yes.
Is there or are there any suspicions that this process might be temporarily stopped or slowed down, or we should keep on being optimistic?
No, I think we have to keep optimistic. We have to keep optimistic. It's really very important for European Union, the enlargement and the adhesion of countries of Western Balkans. This is very important for European Union. Of course, the process, it's not something very easy. The process, it's difficult.
Do you think Montenegro so far could realize that it is a difficult process? Considering our successes, because the government, diplomats, etc., keep on saying that Montenegro is an example.
But this is the reality. Montenegro is an example. All we know. Montenegro has done a great job last years. And I feel, and this is a feeling created through all my discussions and communication with all the political parties, not only the government, all the institutions, that it is a willingness for
They were
Montenegro.
all involved in the process,
Yes.
and they are,
Yes,
right?
yes. This is a willingness for Montenegro and from Montenegro to go further to the negotiations and the soonest possible to be a full member of European Union.
In the end of the last year, we opened 5 chapters, including 23 and 24 that refer to judiciary and rule of law. Which chapters can we expect to be opened during Greek presidency of the EU?
To be honest, it's very difficult to say now which and how many chapters will be opened during the first semester of the year or the full year. But I think that if Montenegro works hard, we will have the chance to open other chapters.
For an example, you cannot say which one.
It's very difficult to mention before starting the process. You know, everything it's under negotiation. Everything it's very technical. Everything it's, or you can say that this goes well, and after a couple of months to see that something stops. So it's better to wait. But, and this is something that I have to mention. Our presidency, the Greek presidency, we will try to promote more the process, opening new chapters for Montenegro.
For Montenegro. Recently you announced, Greece has announced expert help to Montenegro on its European path. What does it include, and has it started already?
I'll tell you, this is also very important. As far as I remember, we signed a memorandum, the two ministers of foreign affairs, 2011 in Budva. In June 2013, Montenegrin negotiator for European Union, Ambassador Alexander Pejovic, went in Athens, and there they have decided concrete cooperation. July 2013, we sent an expert in Montenegro and had 2-day seminars in different ministries. And after, we have decided for which fields Greece will provide Montenegro assistance. And there are 4 fields. This, you will allow me to
Yes, please.
to advise to see my notes, because sometimes you cannot remember everything.
Yes, of course.
So,
You said 4 fields
yes, it will be
in which we can expect
the
expertise.
free movement. It's chapter 1. Chapter 5, public procurement. Chapter 6, company law. And chapter 13, fisheries. Already, the communication between experts from the 4 ministries of Montenegro and 4 ministries of Greece has already started. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Talking about Greek presidency of the European Union, without mentioning the position and role of Athens is inevitable. Your country has gone through 4 very difficult years in terms of economy. We have seen people all over the country protesting against austerity measures. Prime ministers and ministers resigned. Greece was in the focus and in headlines in world media. I would like you to tell us, how does the ongoing situation look like? How do you feel those people? Has the Eurozone crisis influenced Euroscepticism in Greece?
There are 2 different questions, so I will try to combine. First of all, it's a reality that the first year when the crisis started in Greece, the feeling of the population was really aggressive. It was not very easy, you know, for the people to understand. First of all,
Do you think they understand now?
for sure, yes. But I have to go to the past first.
Yes, please.
So, the first year was very difficult. And there were people protesting, people that they had a very non-optimistic feeling. But all these 4 years, many changes have happened in Greece. And I have to be fair, necessary changes in many fields, in administration, in the finance system, in the public expenses, in the social state, but they had to be done. And after a couple of years, people understood this, understood that it was necessary for the country to move forward. By the end of 2013, of course, we understood that we had a recession, this is a reality, and another big problem, which was unemployment, youth unemployment especially.
You say was?
Was because now the economy is going better. It's the first time, I believe, after 7 years, that Greece, by the end of 2013, had a primary surplus in the budget. It's the first time. So this, what shows? Shows that economy will go better. That's the reason that we try, through our priorities, this policy, create jobs, growth, and development. So I believe, I'm convinced that everything will go better, but the path is still difficult. It's not easy. Nothing is easy. And don't forget that it was not a Greek crisis.
It was European.
It was
World.
European, international,
Worldwide.
worldwide crisis. I believe
But
that
you're
it
very
was.
optimistic. You keep on saying in past time.
Yes, because I believe in the future. Because I feel that everything will go better, will improve the situation.
And how do your compatriots feel? Do they feel they are still part of the European Union?
Of course. Greeks,
I refer to people.
of course.
I refer to your family, to your friends,
Yes,
to your
because
neighborhood.
don't forget that Greece joined European Union 1980. So, of the first members of European Union, so the mentality of the Greeks is with Europe, not at European Union, not outside European Union. Could be a very small minority, but a very small minority, trust me.
I believe you everything you say.
That, thank you, that we can see people that they have a feeling of Euroscepticism, but it's really a minority. All the Greeks, they believe to Europe, they believe to Eurozone, and they know that this is the only way for more development.
Yet some analysts say that right-wing political parties straighten in Greece. Is it so? And what might lie behind?
This is a question that I can say that we have first of all to analyze the situation. The austerity measures sometimes create political parties, extreme political parties. Could be from the left, could be from the right, whatever. In Greece, we had the example, the creation of a right-wing political party. For me,
even some arrests?
Was inevitable, this. People that were affected from the crisis, they tried to find another solution outside the political system, outside the main political system. Because normally all these right-wing parties, they don't work with the political system, but they work outside the political system. But this party, as far as you know also, now faces problems with justice. Members of this party, they are in jail. Of course, we will wait for the final decision by the courts. But they've done a lot that it is against the political character of the Greek nation. It was very strange, this creation of the party.
For a conclusion, what do you think Europe must learn from your recent history? I refer to the last 5 years, for an example.
Europe must learn that, first of all, we need solidarity. Second, of course, we need a common fiscal policy. The third, we have to strengthen the democratic values, which is also very important. And from the other side, to take measures that will not affect so much and will not create recession and unemployment. Europe.
And you will do your best to promote those values in the next 6 months?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you. Uvaženi gledalci, slijedi blok reklama, potom se vraćamo u studiju. Uvaženi gledalci, pratite Atlas VIP, gost naše kuće, ambasador Grčke Ilias Fotopoulos. Sljedeća tema kojom ćemo se baviti ima veze sa NATO integracijama. Grčka je članica od 1952. godine, dakle više od 60 godina. Što je njihovo iskustvo, koliko košta biti članom NATO-a i zbog čega je, recimo, Grčka pristupila tada tokom hladnog rata NATO savezu, saznaćemo nakon kratkog uvodnog priloga.
Vlada očekuje da će Crna Gora na narednom NATO samitu, koji se u septembru održava u Velikoj Britaniji, dobiti poziv za članstvo u alijansu. Prema posljednjim istraživanjima CEDEMA s kraja prošle godine, članstvo u alijansi podržava 38% građana, dok se tome protivi 45%. Iza Saveza ponavljaju da je važno da javnost bude dobro informisana o obavezama i koristi od članstva, ali kako naglašavaju, nije na alijansi da odluči o budućnosti Crne Gore, već na njenim građanima. Članstvo bi, prema navodima američkih i evropskih zvaničnika, doprinijelo privlačenju stranih direktnih investicija, kojima bi činjenica da je Crna Crna Gora dio NATO-a bila potvrda sigurnosti njihove pravne sigurnosti u zemlji. Komentarišući navode da bi našu zemlju članstvo koštalo 500.000 eura godišnje, portparolka Saveza Oana Lugescu pojasnila je da direktni doprinosi saveznika finansiraju troškove integrisanih struktura NATO-a koje su plaćene iz zajedničkog fonda. Lugescu kaže da ti doprinosi predstavljaju veoma mali procenat ukupne potrošnje nacionalne odbrane svake države članice u skladu sa bruto nacionalnim dohotkom.
So, Ambassador, Greece is one of the 4 countries that joined NATO during the Cold War. Could you remind our viewers which circumstances led Athens to the decision to join the alliance?
It was just 4 years after the end of the civil war in Greece. And Greece chose to join the alliance for security, also for prosperity, and to share the common democratic values with the other members of the alliance. This was in the past.
Now, where do you find reasons for being a member state of NATO?
I think NATO, of course, has changed, but the target of NATO, the aim of NATO, it's exactly the same. To strengthen the democratic values, to develop a safe, economical, and market, and also to guarantee the defense of the member states. This is targets and values that NATO had from the past and continues to share now with the others.
Especially in turbulent neighborhood.
Especially everywhere, but in turbulent neighborhood, yes, it's important.
You mentioned economy. How much does it cost to be a member state of the NATO? Recently we have heard that the price for Montenegro on an annual basis might be 500,000 euros. But not many people prefer talking about this topic, and it is something that citizens are interested in. I prefer it's their money that is about to be spent if Montenegro joins the alliance. How much do you pay?
The Greek participation is totally different because except the very small amount we pay for the common budget, this amount is a very small percentage calculating on the national GDP of every country. So it's not really a big deal.
What is the number?
But Greece has other things to do with the defense. The defense is very important for Greece and has to be a very strong country to defend itself. And I think that the past years, I mean 10 years ago, we spent big amounts of money to be in the position to strengthen our defense.
Because of?
Because of the instability in the region and because we would like to feel safe from the other side. For me, it's not a point how much someone pays when participates in an alliance. You have to calculate.
But if you can't afford it?
I don't think that it's
or
a possibility. I don't think that it's a possibility for member states not to afford this small percentage for the common budget. And I believe that the benefits that they will have, they are huge in comparison how much money they will spend for this. For example, what I would like to say. If you join the alliance, first of all, you create a feeling to possible investors that the country is safe. So what does it mean? This means that the investors, they will come, they will invest in a secure environment because they will not feel any threat. They will not feel that something will happen. And this will create automatically growth, jobs, and development.
That is something that happened to Greece in the previous century?
Yes, Greece is an example for this. And not only Greece, but it's an example. Greece, it's an example. And I believe that it is regarding these political decisions and the feeling of the population also, someone has to explain to the people very clear and very straight the benefits and the disadvantages. And I'm sure that the majority of the population will be convinced.
From your experience, are Montenegrins interested that much in this topic? I don't refer to politicians, because I suppose that you have communication with the citizens as well, right?
Yes, I have. They are people that they are interesting, and they are people that they feel that this subject it's not mature to discuss. But we saw, I think, many different gallops this year regarding NATO and the feeling of population. The gap is not huge now. I think that, as far as I remember, and I think I'm correct, 38% of the population, they are in favor. 45,
and it is the highest percentage ever,
yes,
38.
Yes. 45, they don't really want. And there is a percentage that they are not informed. What does it mean? This difference, the 7%, because it's a 7% difference between the supporters and the non-supporters, let's say. It's very easy to change if you will inform. If you will inform the people, and of course, finally, we will see the results and what they feel. This is very important, how you work on this process, on this communication strategy, let's say.
And do you think that promoters of both sides are interested enough?
I believe that both sides is the hardcore. I believe so. 38% it's hardcore supporters, 45% it's hardcore against, but there are many possibilities this to change.
Do you expect that Montenegro gets an invitation on summit, which is about to be held in autumn in the United Kingdom, because it is also one of the topics that is high on the agenda in Montenegro in the last half year?
What I believe, first of all,
some experts say that it depends not only on Montenegrin government, but on the public support, which is questionable, as they say.
The first thing is that we have to wait what the alliance will decide. If the alliance will decide to go for enlargement this year, I mean 2014, Montenegro is very close to be a member, but it's very, very close.
It's
very, very close. The negotiation process is going well, and there will be chances, many chances, for Montenegro to join the alliance. But from the other side, we have to wait if the alliance will decide for enlargement or not for 2014. This is something that nobody knows now. There are many discussions, as you know, in Brussels between the member states, no clear positions. It's a process.
It's a process. Talking about NATO, it is inevitable to mention relations between Greece and Turkey. In spite and regardless of a number of unresolved political issues, Athens and Ankara have a prosperous economic cooperation. Could you, because of our viewers, explain how those relations work now and how do they differ from some last years, periods, etc.?
Yes.
I visited both Greece and Turkey, and it is the main impression, your cooperation and economy.
To be honest, the relations with Turkey between Greece and Turkey are very important for Greece. And I believe that this relation is also very important for Turkey. So what we have done, we have supported their European integration, first of all. And we started this policy, as far as I remember, 1999 in Helsinki. We have expanded also the spectrum of cooperation with Turkey in many fields like energy, trade economy, tourism, and we have established also a high-level cooperation council. This council, I think, the meetings are 2 per year. From the other side, we expect from Turkey what? We expect for Turkey to respect the sovereignty of Greece, to avoid provocations. This is very important for us. And we believe that Turkey also to be in a position to fulfill with the European standards, with the acquis communautaire, to respect the fundamental rights of its citizens, including the ecumenical patriarch and the Greek minority that lives in Turkey.
Are your expectations justified so far?
We are still waiting. Don't forget that every country has different internal dialogue. And we are waiting when this internal dialogue will be concluded, and after we are waiting for the decisions.
And when do you expect the decision to be made?
I hope the soonest possible. It will be, you know, very good for Greece, it will be excellent for Turkey, and it will be excellent for the region.
Do you think that Greek-Turkish economic relations may be used as a role model for the countries in the Balkans? Because yet there are still some historical, political, ethnical problems in this region.
Could be a model, and but also it's not enough. Economical relations is probably a key element between 2, 3, 4, 5 countries. But from the other side, we have to count, as I told you, willingness for good neighbor relations. This is very important for this region.
Do you recognize willingness for such cooperation?
I think from our side, yes. From Turkey's side, I think they're trying.
And what about this region? I refer to Montenegro, Serbia, Kosovo, Albania, Bosnia, etc.
I believe also that all these countries, they have started dialogue. They are trying, you know, to establish a secure environment. It's not easy. All we know is it's not easy. Time is needed, but the process has already started. Yes.
Talking about former Yugoslav Republic, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia will, according to analysts, stay out of both the European Union and NATO as long as they are into a name dispute with Athens. Diplomacy has failed so far. I have to read one of the latest suggestions. In October 2013, Greece's chief negotiator in the naming dispute proposed the name the Slavic Albanian Macedonia to end the dispute. What are the latest information regarding this issue?
First of all,
the whole world is interested in Greek-Macedonian negotiations.
I'll tell you. First of all, there are no, records that we have proposed this name. No. This is a kind of
It
speculation.
is something, yes, I said.
So, no, no,
No.
no. We didn't propose.
That's something that media reports.
Yes,
We have seen hundreds of suggestions.
okay, but me, I have to clarify.
Okay.
I have to be...
Please.
First of all, I have to say that we firmly support former Yugoslav republics of Macedonia, sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity. This is very important for Greece, very important. And also, what else we support? The Euro-Atlantic integration of this country. We do
Macedonians
this,
wouldn't say so.
but you ask my position,
Yes,
so
yes.
I have to express my position. It's an issue with the name. This is the reality. And we believe that this issue has to be solved the soonest possible. We are ready to do this. And we are also very clear regarding the name. Our position regarding the name. A name with geographical qualifier, it's a solution. And we are ready to do this. We are ready to accept this. But from the other side, we don't see any reaction to this. Don't forget that the whole geographical area named in the past Macedonia, the largest part, it belongs to Greece. One part to the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia and a small part in Bulgaria. So, a name with geographical qualifier will clarify the situation and will solve any differences between countries or whatever.
So the problem is that you don't have a response to all your suggestions so far.
We don't have, and something else that really I cannot understand sometimes, you know, when I'm thinking how we can move forward, because it's necessary to do this for us also. We need this. Kind of provocations from the other side.
For some statues, for an example.
Yes, for
Golden
example.
statues. Do you refer to that?
Names in roads. It seems to me, I visited as a tourist, you know,
Okay.
places in Fyrom, and I was astonished to see the King Philippos II. Okay, all we know who was. I don't want to say more. And I couldn't understand why they put this statue and why do they spend a lot of money? Because also this cost a lot of money. For what? Internal discussions, internal policy, yes, but I think it's the time to solve this thing, to solve the issue.
How long do those negotiations last now? For how long?
I think,
Can you remember?
let's remember 1993, 1994.
20 years now.
Yes, 20 years now when was agreed for the country to join the United Nations with this name, former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Negotiations started under the auspices of the United Nations, going back. But now our position is clear. It's very clear. It's very clear. Geographical qualifier, and that's all.
Thank you. Slijedi još jedan blok reklama, potom završni dio intervju sa grčkim ambasadorom. Uvaženi gledalci, pratite Atlas VIP. Podsjećamo da je naš gost ambasador Grčke Ilias Fotopoulos. Ambassador, some of the significant Greek investors are present in Montenegro. I refer, for example, to Jugopetrol and the Restis Corporation. Do you have regular contact with them, and what do they tell you? Is Montenegro a safe investment zone? Because it is one of the topics that is also high on the agenda in Montenegro.
Yes, you're
regularly.
Right. I have very regular contacts with them, and not only with them, there are some other small, medium-sized Greek companies that they have done investments in Montenegro. Ecopetrol, it's really one of the most significant companies in Montenegro. It's one company that pays all the taxes through to the statistics, and they have done a huge investment. There were some disputes.
We have seen that.
And they still stay. There are cases that they are still waiting in different courts. But from the other side, the company feels comfortable here. I have to say this, feels comfortable. Of course, they would like to find a final solution and all these disputes to be, withdrawn and nothing could happen in the future. But I think they feel that the environment is secure. The same attitude I had also from Restis Group. They have done a huge investment in Sveti Stefan. This year also, I think, not this year, the previous year, by the end of the previous year, they have invested also a lot of money creating a spa there. And they try to expand also the contract. I think also that they are happy. But from the other side, the most important is, which is the target? To have more investors here. So you have to facilitate the current investors, not creating, negative climate, because reputation passes.
How would you evaluate Montenegrin reputation? From perspective of
the Greek companies,
yes.
Positive.
Grade?
Positive.
From 1 to 10?
Positive, I think it's a fair answer.
Fair answer. Okay. Ambassador, is there anything else you would like to say and believe that is important for our viewers to know and that we haven't mentioned in this part of the interview?
First of all, I would like to say that during our presidency here, we will organize some cultural events. Mm-hmm. Combine presidency and events. But not alone. This is the most important. The first event that we will organize, it's the presentation of a concert in 3 different cities in Montenegro: Podgorica, Nikšić, and Kotor. The first will be done in presentation of the orchestra. This is the Greek Navy Orchestra. Will present a concert in Kotor, in the theater in Kotor, in cooperation with the municipality of Kotor. The second will be done in Nikšić. I think it's the 3rd of February, in cooperation very soon, in cooperation with the municipality of Nikšić. And the final, 5th of February, in Podgorica, in cooperation with the orchestra of the Montenegrin Army and the National Theatre. So it's something that, expands the climate and brings...
It's not all about money, it's about culture as well.
Yes, nothing about money.
The last question, does your embassy still organizes free Greek lessons?
Yes, of course.
Where and how do interested can apply?
First of all, you will find all the details for the application in our page, internet page of the embassy. It's Maxim Gorky School. It's daily basis, every afternoon. There are different levels. Until now, as far as I know, there are about 95 students, but different levels,
Okay.
And we will continue this. We are very happy that the Ministry of Education here gives us for free, the space. And we take care of the teacher. We cover the expenses of the teacher.
No limitations?
Nothing.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And
Thank you
hopefully
very much.
we'll have an opportunity to talk at the end of your presidency to the European Union.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you.
The pleasure was ours. Poštovani gledalci, naš gost bio je ambasador Grčke u Crnoj Gori, Ilias Fotopoulos. Hvala vam na pažnji i naravno ostanite uz kanal Atlas televizije. Do gledanja. That's it.